Start recording. I can't see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's starting. It's starting. Maybe it's starting. All right. Ouch. Okay, let's see. Oops, preview. Can you hear me? Okay, let's see. Yep. I'm not going to share it. Hello, I see you, Mrs. Fort Miller. I can't see myself yet, so... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Alrighty. Hello, Madison and Caleb. I know it's a bummer we did not have school today, but hey, it's okay, because you still get to see me, and we still get to make some art together. Oh, good, you can hear me. I'm glad. Hello, Mrs. Dotzler, and hi, Theo, and Hadley. I'm glad you guys are joining me today. So, oh, I'm glad, Mrs. White, that you guys love cows. Hi, Dylan. Hi, Graham. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Tallarico. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today. I'm still trying. Oh, the glare on my glasses is still bad. All right, I gotta take them off. I don't need them. They're like blue light glasses. Because after a while, I get really bad headaches from being on my computer. So, anyway, I'm still working on my lights. It's a little better now. There's not quite so much glare. Everything's a little pink, although this book is pink. So, yeah, I don't know why cows. I was thinking about ice cream. And when I think about ice cream, I think about cows. Because, you know, milk comes from cows and that kind of a thing. So, I found this cool book, The Cow That Laid an Egg, which is a very funny book. And then we'll draw a cow together. We got the whole thing. This is actually really big paper. I found this really great. I should put this one. Let's see. Oh, it is on top. I have so many things on my computer. I get so excited. Get so confused. Do make sure that you say hello, so that you know that you're watching the video. And then after the video is over, I'll go through and I'll get everybody's names. And I'll put it into my randomizer because, woo, I got 100 members in my group, and it's been like, what, 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm kind of excited. My husband is down here, so that distracted me. So anyway, I was just excited to hit 100 because I didn't know how long that would take. So this is not just for Cornerstone students and families. If you have friends who you want to invite, feel free to invite them. I have it set up that people that you know, as long as we have mutual friends, they will automatically be accepted into my group. Just because I just want to make art with you guys. And so anytime there's a snow day, or definitely on Saturdays. I know last week was kind of weird because I did it on Sunday. Yeah, next week I will just be recording the video because my husband and I are celebrating our 21st wedding anniversary, and so we are doing things together for the weekend. And so I will just record a video and have it scheduled to post on Saturday for you guys, because I don't, you know, it's fun too. I like it. I found some cool new books. I'm not going to give you a hint yet. I'll post it next Wednesday. And then this evening, I've got to finish the project for this Saturday, because this is Thursday. So I'm going to finish the project for Saturday tonight, and then I'll post that also for our Saturday time. So this is my story. I'm going to move my cow out of the way, because it's a little too much right there. I'm going to put this here. Maybe that'll just... Oh, the lighting in my basement is horrible. I don't know. It's crazy. Like, if you could see how I've got, like, this big paper cone around my light, it's insane. So, yeah. Oops. There we go. So, as always, so for your project, obviously I'm going to use paper. I'm going to use a whole mix of different kinds of things. I like art that's interesting, and Dylan, if you remember, we talked about this yesterday in art. When you add more colors or you use different kinds of stuff, then art's more interesting and people will want to look at it. So today what we'll use is, of course, we'll use all the basic stuff. So I have my pencil, my eraser, a couple different Sharpies, and then I have colored pencils, I have crayons, and then I have markers, all right? And so, obviously, if you don't have, these are different. I mean, I have all kinds of markers. Whatever you have to use, then that's totally great. This would be a great watercolor project. It would be, there's so many different ways to do this project. So that's the great thing about art, is you use what you have. Even if you just have a pencil and a piece of paper, then you can do it. It doesn't have to be fancy paper. This is incredibly cheap paper that I'm using here. I could even do this project on copy paper or like printer paper. Of course, you couldn't watercolor on that because it would probably rip up the paper, but you certainly could try. I have used like craft paint. Do I have any nearby? Just paint. Let's see. I got boxes of everything down here. So you can go buy paint like this. This is from Michael's. Or you can buy the little jugs. And you could paint with that. I've even painted that on just copy paper. So anyway, let's get started, because I'll just chat for a while. So, The Cow That Laid an Egg by Andy Cutbull. And the pictures are made by Russell Otto. And so this is a really cute little story. I think she's a beautiful. I think I might have to make the eyes of my cow look like that when I draw this one today. So, alright. There's some chickens. There's a kindergarten student who's always talking about chickens. So, I don't have any chickens. So anyway, this is a Scholastic book. I like Scholastic books because they're cheap. I buy a lot of books. So here we are. The Cow That Laid an Egg. Marjorie the cow felt down in the dumps. "What's wrong, Marge?" clucked the chickens. Look how sad she is. You can tell by that little cloud thing there over her head. "I don't feel special," said Marge. "I can't ride bicycles. I can't do handstands like the other cows. I just feel ordinary." Now, I've never seen a cow ride a bicycle, so that would be kind of interesting. Look at all of them riding. Wow. And then this one's doing a handstand on a bicycle. Don't try that at home. All right. So, she just feels ordinary. There she is. Feeling ordinary. That night, the chickens hatched a cunning plan. Look at this. They laid some eggs. There's some eggs. Look, here we go. They're all saying cluck, 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 cluck. Cluck, 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 they whispered. So they've got these eggs. And the following morning, there was an almighty commotion in the barnyard. "I've laid an egg!" shrieked Marjorie. Look at her. Look at her big old mouth open. There's her teeth. There's so she can see her tonsils. All the other cows were astonished because, well, none of them had ever laid an egg before, right? Because cows don't lay eggs. Even the farmer came running. "Oh my goodness," he cried. "Marjorie's laid an egg." The farmer's wife called the local newspaper. It's like everybody screams. Man, it's crazy. People came from far and wide to see her. Look at Marjorie. She's happy now. There's no cloud over her head. And the farmer announced to the crowd, "We are extremely proud of Marjorie." She's got a fancy little hat on. Look at those cars. Somebody came by helicopter. Crazy. Marjorie felt much more special now. And the chickens were pleased as punch, too. Look at that. They're excited. I love the flowers. She's taking care of her egg. Look, she's got it cradled in that wheelbarrow. But the other cows weren't so happy. "Our bicycle riding and handstands feel rather ordinary now," said one cow. "Something funny's going on," said another cow. "Cows don't lay eggs," said a third cow. And a fourth cow said, "Chickens lay eggs." And everything is extraordinary. So the cows went to Marjorie and they said, "We don't think you laid that egg. We think those crafty chickens did it." And Marjorie felt shocked. "Prove it," said the chickens. And the newspaper says "moos of the world" instead of news. I didn't even have very many cow puns. So they all waited for the egg to hatch. Day after day after day, they watched as Marjorie sat on the egg to keep it warm. But nothing happened. She's reading a magazine, or she's just, I don't know. I mean, she's really laying on that egg. I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen there. Until suddenly, one morning, they heard a noise. Tap, tap, tap. "Here it comes," shouted one of the cows. And Marjorie stood up. Tap, tap, tap again. Everyone's looking around. The egg cracked open and out hopped a small, brown, feathery bundle. Hi, Jilly. Hi, Allie. Hi from the McDonald's. The cow is so cute. Hi from DJ. Hi, Amelia. Hi, Savannah. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, sorry. All right, so there's a small brown feathery bundle. "There," said one of the cows, nodding. "A chicken." Suddenly, the tiny creature looked up at Marjorie with her cute little eyes. And she said, "Moooooo!" It's got a really big mouth. And he said it very loudly. And Marjorie smiled. And she held her baby tight. "A cow," she said. And she promptly named it Daisy. There we go. Oh, look at those cows standing like that. So cute. There you go. The cow that laid an egg. It is a very silly story, I say. So, my cow looks a little different than the cow in here. I did the picture before, but not too bad. Oh, these cows, they have horns. And let's see, I was looking for a picture of him. They got little horns there. Yep, she's got horns. I like her eyes, so I'm going to do her eyes. My son's leaving, so I have to wave. I'm going to do my eyes like that. And then I'm going to draw like a little flower or something. You guys don't have to do that. Your cow can look the way you want your cow to look. Alright, so this is my cow. Alright, so you need to get your paper and your pencil. Alright, I'm going to put my cow up here. Oops, maybe. Stay. And then, oh, see, I got to turn this. And like I said, I'm drawing big, but you don't have to draw big. You can draw whatever size paper you have. Alright, so think about that when you're drawing. Alright, the cow is the center of our picture. Although now I kind of want to draw a chicken or two back in the background. I might draw a chicken down here. Okay, I'm glad William and Eleanor are ready to create a cow. All right. So, hello to you guys. Hi, Meredith. Jilly, I think the cow is super cute too. So I'm going to like do some more with her eyes and stuff. Your cow can look, you can create eyes the way you want when we do that part. All right. So I'm going to start with my pencil. Okay. And I'm going to start, my cow's going to be big. I like to draw big. Drawing big is a challenge though. So you guys draw your cow the way you want to. All right. So I'm going to start with the head. And your head, the head of your cow can be on either side. It doesn't matter. All right. So I'm going to draw an oval, or really I'm going to draw a square, but I'm going to round the edges. And I know that that shape has a special, it has a special name anymore. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to, because that's kind of the shape the shape of her face. It's like a big rounded rectangle. It does have a special name, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is right now. So here we go. I'm going to draw like that. Can you see that? Yep, you can see that. All right. So there's her head, and I'm just going to work on her head for a sec. And I'm going to do this right across here. All right. I'm going to put my cow right here next to it so you guys can see it. So I've got this line here. Now, I drew my nostrils just like ovals, but I really like the way this is. So I think I'm going to change my nostrils, and I'm going to do them like this. So that looks to me like a spiral. So I'm going to do 2 spirals, and I'm just going to go around and around and around in a circle. And I'm going to do around and around. Okay, that one's a little bigger, but that one's maybe she's been sneezing or something. And I'm going to draw a little mouth right across the edge there, just on the outside. Rounded square. Oh, okay, that's all it's called. Okay. I was hoping it had like a fancy name, Allie. So, all right. So let's do her eyes now. Now, your eyes can be simple like this, all right? You don't have to add eyelashes. I don't know for sure if cows have eyelashes. Mr. Clarahan, would you Google that and see if cows have eyelashes? So he's my research scientist today, so I'm going to have him do that. So it's been nice because I get to spend the day with my husband. So, all right, so I'm going to draw her eyes, all right? And they're kind of wonky circles. They're not real circle-y, but they're kind of circle-y. So I'm going to draw one here, and I'm going to draw one here. And I'm going to give her eyelids. So I'm going to draw a line across here like this for her eyelids. Okay? And then she's really, really big eyelashes. Now, yours does not have to have eyelashes. But I'm going to draw really big eyelashes like this. Because it's fun. Okay? And then I'm going to draw some pupils in there. So I'm going to do like this. And then they've got that one little bump in there for like a sparkle in their eye.
As I'm typing it in, as I think about it, yes they do. They're not very prominent, but yes they do.
Okay, they don't have prominent eyelashes, but they do have some eyelashes, I guess. I don't hang out with cows very much, so I don't know. So I'm going to put some eyelashes underneath. Like I said, your eyes can look the way you want your eyes, but my rule is at school, no excise, all right? Because that means our animal is... we didn't get very much snow today. I think we got school canceled because we follow Bellevue, and the wind chill was like -10, and there are people who sit on or stand at bus stops. So I think maybe we got an inch or two. 2 inches, my husband says. But you know what? It was a snow day. I'm going to take it for whatever it's worth. We did not get 14 inches. Last week we got...
We had about
10 or 12 inches here, and everybody got, depends on where you lived. Right, no excise. So, my husband has some information about cows and eyelashes for me. Oh, they do have, so here, I'm going to show you on his phone. Look, oh, isn't he precious? Oh, so he does have eyelashes. Alright. So, oh, that's, yeah. There, we literally could spend like a whole bunch of time looking at calves because they're so cute. Okay, so
Did you see this?
He's gonna show me another one.
Where did it go? Dang it! There.
That's the one you just showed me.
Look at the heart on the.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Can I go back to this? Okay, I'll look at it later. Thanks.
There's a heart on the.
That cow had a heart on its forehead. So, all right. So I'm gonna give him some little horns up there. That's a little big right there.
Not all cows have it.
Not all cows have horns. So horns are optional. Okay. And then I'm gonna draw ears like this one in the book. So I'm gonna draw big. Oh, that's. I don't want them pointed. I don't want pointed ears. Okay. There. And I'm going to draw that inside. I'm going to do this for the inside so I can color some pink in there. There we go. There's our cow head. All right. So now I'm going to do my cow body. All right. Let me move the book over here. All right. And I'm going to make it a little. So this one I had as she is a really big cow there. I'm going to make mine more rectangular. Oops, my paper's falling. So I'm going to do more rectangular. So I'm going to start about halfway. Would I like to take care of a cow? No. No. I'm not a pet is fine, like a dog or a cat or something, but anything more than that, no. I'll leave that to other people. Yeah. So I'm going to do another rounded square here. I'm going to come out, and I'm going to come around, and I'm going to go like that for my body, my cow body. And then, of course, cows they're mammals. They've got four legs. I was just wondering, like, random sciencey questions pop into my head sometimes. Like, do all mammals have 4 legs? Well, I guess we don't have 4 legs, but like 4 extremities? I don't know. So I'm going to draw some legs. Now, this is a cartoon cow, not like a real life cow. I think Mr. Clarahan is looking that up now. Oh, okay. Alright, and then they've got hooves. 2 hooves? Oh, well. I mean, I could put toes on there. I'm not going to... We could get really nitpicky about that. And then I'm gonna give my cow a nice little tail. I'm going to draw it instead of a stick tail. I don't know what cow... I didn't look at the tail on my cows in here. Oh, they have like a curly tail with a... So if you wanted to do a tail like they have.
Most farmers deform their cows.
Oh, why do they? So that they don't like...
They're dangerous.
Oh, I guess most farmers dehorn their cows. It's like declawing a cat. Because they're dangerous, so they might like stab each other with them.
Or they're owners, and they end up becoming genetically deformed.
Okay. Oh, so you can like breed it out. Okay. Wow, that's way more information than I needed to know. But, so mine's going to be spotted cow. So I'm going to draw some spots, more like Marjorie. Oops, these were more like random organic shapes. And I'm going to do this mine today. It's more like in our story where she literally has polka dots. Alright. Does anybody out there have a cow? I don't know anybody that has a cow. I don't know anybody that knows anybody that has a cow necessarily. Unless one of you knows somebody who has a cow.
Cattle.
Cattle. Whatever. Have a cow. You can have one cow. I don't know. So I'm going to draw some spots. Alright. I'm not going to draw any spots on her head. I'm going to leave her head like that. So, and I'm not going to draw the udder. You can draw that on there if you want to, but I'm not going to do that. Only female cows have udders, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Don't milk a bull.
Yeah. Alright, so there's my cow. So now what I'm going to do is I need my cow to have a pasture for it to Oh, that's cool, Jilly. Oh, well, Mrs. Teller, that's really interesting that you grew up on a farm with cows. I think my mom grew up where she had an aunt or somebody that had turkeys. So that's about as close. And I don't know if they had any other thing else, but... Alright, so I'm going to draw my horizon line. Remember, that's our line that separates the land from the air. And I'm going to pretend to draw through my cow so my thing goes on the other side. And then I'm going to draw flowers like she has in here. Let's see. She went out in the pasture. One of these things like here. I'm going to draw some flowers that look like that. So, because I think those are kind of cool. I like to be inspired by books. So, you can draw. You don't have to have flowers. Oh, your aunt has horses, not a cow. Well, okay, so I know people who have a cow. So here I'm going to draw a simple flower in my pasture. I'm not going to draw a lot, but and then I like that whole swirling line there. And then I'm just going to draw some little patches of grass that just look random. I should draw another flower over here maybe. Let's see. Oh, I shouldn't have drawn the stem first. Alright. So I'm just doing a zigzaggy kind of line. And I could add a whole lot more flowers. But I'm not going to do that. And then, cows, I'm going to draw, I don't know if I want to draw a fence this time. I might draw some hills back there in my background. So I'm going to draw a hill like right there. And then I'm going to draw like, it's going to come up here. Oops, I went through the tail, but I'll erase that line right there. I'm going to draw some hills back there. Some little random hills. And then I'm going to draw a sun in the corner. And I'm going to continue with that whole spiral line there. And then you can draw, like I said, it's your picture. You make it your own. And then I'm going to draw some clouds in the background. Just so I can have something. I like things to be, remember to fill the page to make it look more interesting. There we go. Alright, there's my picture. So I'm going to do my best to quickly, I should have drawn with a Sharpie. You do not have to Sharpie your lines. I just like to. In fact, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna Sharpie some, but on some of them I'm gonna do something different, which I actually forgot that I was gonna do that. So sometimes when I'm coloring, what I'll do, I've already got to do the mountains because I started it, or my hills rather. What I do is I Sharpie things in the color that I'm going to color them in. So I'm going to Sharpie my whole cow black. You know what? I've decided I don't want my cow to have horns. I'm going to get rid of the horns. Mine's been dehorned. So I erased my horns. She is hornless. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something to say. Whew, I don't know. I get this like monster headache in my, and I'm trying to having a hard time focusing. I'm just coloring it all in. Looks like she's got a whole lot of mascara on, is what it looks like. She's got little tiny legs to be carrying that large body she's got. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is for my spots, I'm going to switch over to my monster marker. Well, it's not a monster marker. I have a bigger one. Because you never know when you're going to need a really big marker. And cows come in different colors, just like in our story. Mine's, oh, yours has a flower in its mouth. That's cute. So in the story, when you see the other cows, let's see. There's some with brown spots, or there's a brown one with white spots. Your cow can be whatever color you want. It could be a rainbow cow if you wanted. Because it's your picture. I'm going to name my cow. Oh, a name. What?
They've got belted cows with it right in the middle. It's all one color.
Oh. All kinds of different color cows. Did you have cows, Mr. Clarahan?
No, but we had neighbors right next to us.
Oh. You had goat, though, right?
We had goats. Yes, we had goats. And they had horns.
Right. Another one. I do have a cool story about a goat. Hi, Amelia.
Rabbit and chicken.
Yeah. Oops.
And pigs, oh my.
Rabbits and chickens and pigs, oh my. Okay, Bessie. Oh, that's a good name for a cow. I think I'm gonna give it a flower name. I don't know what yet. I haven't decided. Maybe I'll call it Rose. Alright. What?
Priscilla.
Oh, Priscilla is the name of my pencil sharpener in the art room. Priscilla the Colorful. Alright. This takes so much time. Rose is good. Yeah, I think Rose is a good name.
Magnolia.
Who else might want that one? My husband suggested Magnolia. I'm going to color this part black. So, I don't know. Is it too cold? Are you guys going outside to play in the snow today? I don't play in the snow much anymore. Oh, you named your turtle Priscilla. Like your real turtle or the turtle that you drew with me? Oh, your dad had... Oh, and he could ride on her back? That's cool, Mrs. Fort Miller. Alright. I'm going to color my cow's hooves black too. Alright, so that's all I'm going to trace with my black Sharpie. And then, I'm going to erase some pencil lines that I missed. Now, I'm not erasing all my pencil lines because I didn't trace all my pencil lines. Because I'm going to trace them with... So, this is what I do sometimes. So, I'm going to use my markers. And I'm going to trace my clouds. I'm going to trace my clouds blue. And then, I don't have to color them in. Because I can just pretend that they're white, but then they're kind of reflecting the light of the sun or the sky. This one I did. So I'm going to trace over it with blue. Because I forgot what my plan was. So... And then I'm going to trace my... Oops, it's upside down. I'm going to trace my mountains, one green. I'm going to trace right over what I did. Ooh, that's really noisy, sorry. I didn't do this one. Now it needs to be the same. Let me trace in. So I'm going to trace over it this way. There we go. But my grass is going to be a different color green. I'm going to make it like brighter green. So with the colorful oh, the one, oh, that's a good name for Priscilla the turtle. I'm going to put a little grass right there. And then I'm going to do the stems, because I like color. I'm going to do the stems of my flowers. Of course, when you draw things with pencil, sorry, I'm getting out of the view there. You can still see the pencil lines, but they're that color. All right, so I'm gonna do my sun now. I'm gonna trace my sun orange because the yellow won't show up very well. And then let's see, I like to have color, so I'm gonna have a purple flower down here. The purple on the outside anyway. And then I'm gonna have this teal color. Now I'm not coloring anything in with my markers, I'm just tracing things with my markers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to have this flower with her be pink and red. And then I'm going to go in with my, either my crayons or my pencils. And I'm going to, I don't know what color that is. Magenta. I'm going to color it in with crayon. Okay, and then I'm going to use marker. I'm going to give my cow beautiful green eyes. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of color. Can't really see the green, but they're green. All right. Uh-oh, dropped that one. I'll get that later. All right, let me put that away. So I'm going to use colored pencils now. Just because I don't use colored pencils very often. With these, it takes longer. And I'm just going to go in, I'm going to get pink, and I'm going to color in some ears there, pink. But I'm not going to color everything just one shade. I'm going to pull out another shade of pink. Let's see if I find a darker pink. Alright, hold on. Oh, that's going to get in the way. Sorry. Let's see. It's too many pencils. Grr. I'm going to add some darker color pink in there to make it more interesting. Oops, I don't want brown. But then I'm going to color over the whole thing with a lighter color pink. So that's the way I do that. And I'm going to do that so like for the hills, what I'm going to do, and that's what I did in my picture here. I used colored pencil. Oh, Coco the Moo. Oh, Savannah's middle name is Rose. That's so cool. What about a pig book next? Ooh. You know, I think what we might have to do is I might have to read Mercy Watson. I'll read our origin story of Mercy Watson. If you do not know about Mercy Watson, then everybody needs to read Mercy Watson. I absolutely love Mercy Watson. She's probably one of my all-time favorite characters. So, we might do that. It'll have to be after Valentine's Day because I already have this Saturday planned, and then I have next Saturday planned. And so, yes, Mercy Watson is absolutely the best. The author's name is Kate D. Camilla. I don't know if that's how you say her last name. But she is an amazing, amazing author. We just did pigs in kindergarten a couple weeks ago. I'm getting ready to hang up at school. But we'll actually draw something that looks more like Mercy Watson. And we might even have to add her favorite food there. So, anyway, I'm going to do the hills right now. And what I'm going to do is I wanted to give it some interest. So I'm going to choose 3 different colors of green. I'm going to choose a dark green and kind of a middle green and a light green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my dark green and I'm going to just kind of color in some random spaces. I'm not coloring in all of it, as you can see. I don't know that that might have been sky, but... So I'm going to color in with random places, and you can do the same thing with crayons. In 2nd grade, we are making some birds, and we will be coloring our birds. Toast, yes. Yes. There's a ton of stories. Graham, you need to remind me in library, and I can hook you up with some of the other stories to read, because they are wonderful. They're probably like, they're chapter books, so they're really long. I can't read one during one library class, but they are amazing stories. They're probably too easy for you, Graham, but she now has a bunch of stories about all of the other characters that Mercy Watson has met throughout her time. So now I'm going to go in with my other color of green, and I'm going to color in some more random spots. So I'm not scribbling. I mean, it kind of looks like I'm scribbling, but I'm really not. And then I'm going to take my last color green. This is, oh, I don't want lime green. I want my hills to be lime green. Yellow green, that's better. And I'm going to color in the whole thing, that color. I'm coloring right over the other ones. Right. Oh, sorry, I keep getting off the page. Coloring right over the other ones to make it look like there's multiple colors. Now, if I was getting fancy, I could use a blender pencil and I could blend those colors together better. In actuality, you should use the darker color green with where there's shadows, and the lighter color green where you have light. But I'm not doing that today. I could color over it with white even, and that will help blend the colors. I keep getting right to the edge of my paper. That helps blend the colors too if you use your white pencil and color on top of it. But you can do the same exact thing with crayons. I actually just did this with kindergartners. Yesterday we colored our tree branches. I think I had them pull out like 4 different color browns out of their box of crayons. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I'm going to apologize in advance because at some point here I'm going to have to sharpen right now. It's going to be really loud, so sorry. Oh, it broke. Darn. Shoot. It's really loud. I don't like it. Okay, there we go. I'm talking too much. Okay. Alright, and I'm coloring right over all of those to make it more interesting. A-okay. And you really need, so if you do decide to go to the library and check out the books, any library, everybody should have them. There's actually a picture book. I can't get to it right now, but it's called A Pig Named Mercy. And that's like an origin story of how Mercy started to, came about to living with the Watsons. It just came out, I think it's been 2 years now since that one came out. And then the first book I just read to the kindergartners too, Mercy Watson to the Rescue. And then read them in order. There is one that talks about Halloween, so if you're not a big Halloween, it's a really cute story though. But if you're not a big Halloween fan, then you might want to skip that one. And then in a lot of the books, she meets like somebody special. So she'll meet like Leroy Ninker, or she'll meet a little girl and a little boy that are brother and sister. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I'm both the librarian and the art teacher. And so I do it all. I do all the fun things because I'm Mrs. Clarahan, and you know. I only like to do fun and interesting things. So, oh, there's my pencil again. I don't know how loud that is for you guys, but only the most interesting things. So I teach art. I know. I actually have some 8th graders who thought that I should read that to them while they're doing art. And so I don't know if I would do that. But I had like little voices for all the characters. But there's even a book. So Julie, you'll remember the one we always called the sisters that live next door. oh, I can't think of their names, Baby and Eugenia Lincoln, there's actually a story about each of them. So there's like a reason why, it tells you the reason why Baby is still called Baby. And it's so fun to read all the stories. So really, it doesn't matter how old you are. There's a new one coming out. Right, the neighbors don't like Mercy because that pig lives in the house. So, all right, I'm almost done coloring my mountains or my hills. Ugh. This is why that's one of the annoying things about colored pencils. I'm going to turn this around so I can get to it better. But so much fun the stories are. So it doesn't matter how old. I mean, it would be like something I would read out loud at home. So they are so much fun to read, though. So I don't think you could ever outgrow those stories. I've read a couple of her. Baby does like, yes, Baby does like Mercy, because she's good company. Just Eugenia. There we go. So I use these 3 colors for my mountains, or my hills. So I'm going to use 3 other colors, and so you see how I did that? And then I'm going to color over it with white, because it does really kind of blend those colors, and it kind of softens it some. And you could do the same thing if you were using crayons. So if you're using crayons, it doesn't really work with markers, but Crayola markers are not good for blending colors, because in my opinion, which is something that Eugenia always says, in my opinion, Crayola markers, even the different shades, all look the same. So I'm going to choose some other greens here for my grass. Light green, jade green. I need a dark green, maybe a really dark green, green. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. I think I'm going to color everything dark green. So I'm going to color some light stuff. I'm going to add some light stuff. Or I could just do a bunch of grassy looking things like this. I could color right over this, since it's grass. And then I'm going to color some dark stuff. What color is this? Bright green. And I'm going to do this whole, I'm just going to color it in with these. I'm going to do this way. Color in like this. Yeah. I do like Mr. Popper's Penguins. That's a good chapter book to read. It's been years since I've seen it. And of course the movie doesn't really do it justice, as always. It looks the same. Dark green looks like bright green. And that's part of the problem. I was gonna, I don't think I brought it downstairs. I didn't. I found a really great set of colored pencils. So with colored pencils, some have soft lead and some have hard lead. Crayola is mainly a hard lead pencil, and those are fine. But a nice soft lead. Oh, oops! I got crayon in my colored pencil in my cowl. Which I guess it could be on top of the cowl, but I don't want it there. Okay. If you color with colored pencils a lot, I would suggest getting one of these erasers. This is called a sand eraser, and it will erase colored pencil really well, and they are wonderful. All right, and then I'm going to use that other. Where's my green that I was going to use? I'm going to use plain green, and I'm going to color over all of that. So then it's going to look like. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to color over it with white. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and color this flower because it's, I don't want to get it. Let's see this color. My husband is laying on the floor down here with my dogs. His dogs, really. Okay. Okay, and then I need some purple. Color inside my... Oh, that is a different color purple than I'm going to color right over the marker. There. That way I don't color over my flower. Oh, anyway, I was talking about colored pencils. So, it's by Prismacolor. Prismacolor is probably the premier colored pencil brand. The problem with Prismacolor is they're crazy expensive. I have the whole set, and I only bought it. Oh, there's a dog laying down here too. I bought it because I had a good coupon, so I got it like half price. But it's crazy expensive. But what they do is they have a scholar art version of pencils, and so you can buy them on Amazon. And if someone's interested, like private message me or email me or something, and I can send you the link. So you can get a box or a package rather of scholar art Prismacolors for like a ton less money, and I really, really like them. I've had them for a while, and I just used them today. Or last night I used them, rather. And so, they are amazing, and they have some really cool colors. So, I use them in conjunction with, like, you know, like these. These are all Crayola that I have here. Some of these are the adult crayon, or pencils, which just means they're black instead of the color of the pencil. But I don't know how long we've been online here. What does it say? Okay, so we're getting close to an hour. I try to leave these at an hour because after an hour, even I've gotten probably kind of boring. Let's see. And I don't want to color too fast because then I don't want to get... Oh, I bored my husband. He's asleep now. So if you hear a big snoring, that's what he's snoring down there. Okay, so then it looks like I've got grass there. Now the artist who draws, I'm back to Mercy Watson again. I was thinking, so the artist who draws Mercy Watson is the same person who wrote the If I Built a School, If I Built a House, If I Built a Car books, Chris Van Dusen. And so during quarantine last year, he actually, you can find him on Instagram, and his video might still be out there. He did a how to draw lesson with Mercy Watson. And so I will have to pull that back up. And I don't know, like, technically if I should... Oh, I'll go back and erase that, I guess. I got green on my cow again. It's like she's skinned her knee or something. Oh, I've got to color this flower over here. Alright. Sharpen it one more time. Anyway, you can find him on Instagram or YouTube, and he does drawing tutorials. Mo Willems did those last year. Okay. Alright. I just need my sun. I'll color my sun first. I'm going to add some orange in there. And I'm going to do that whole, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to color some orange. And I'm going to add some red. Is that red? Yep. Oh, I still need to do the white over that. Now, I might be able to even do some, I can color, I can add that little sparkle to her eye. Kinda. Doesn't work very well. I was going to color over this. And it just kind of blends it together. Did not do the best coloring job on here. If you guys did this to me in class, I'd have you go back and fill in those white spots. But I am kind of blending over it with when I'm using this white pencil. Alright, so then I need yellow for the sun. So I decided not to use crayons, I guess. Oh, you know what? I might, let's see. I was going to do the sky. Maybe I could do the sky. Oh, I use pencils for everything else. So I'm going to do the sky the same way. I'm going to pick out some blues. I'm going to use some different color blues here. Some of these are the same. Oh, this is a watercolor pencil. Oh, I have those in here too. I'm going to add some gray, or this blue gray. That's sky blue too. Huh. Looks lighter. So this is the adult coloring pencil. And this is... So there's a little bit of a difference there. I think that these adult coloring pencils are... It's got a softer lead. The Crayola adult ones. And I need a darker blue. Ultramarine. This is kind of inconvenient now that I have all these, and I'll use blue. So I'm just going to go in, I'm going to make some, I'm not going to draw real light, dark here. I'm just going to kind of go in real softly, and I'm going to add some color, so that I don't have all one, oops. So it's not all one color. I'm going to put some dark underneath my clouds. And then I've got some regular blue. I'm going to skip the clouds. I'm going to leave the clouds white. I'm going to do some sky blue. And really, it's just about making things more interesting. That's why I added the flower. I mean, even I should have added more flowers down at the bottom to give it more color down there. So I did this one. I don't know that I want. I'm just going to do a little bit of gray in there. Oops, there's a pencil. What color is this? Turquoise. Alright, and then I'm just going to go back in with this soft blue, and I'm going to color in real quick over the sky. And if I miss some spots for this, then I'm okay with that, because there could be some like little thin clouds. I know in second grade, oh, Susie, that's a cute name for a cow. That's my sister's name, but doesn't have a Z in it. It's an S. If I have, I mean, because I know in second grade you learn about the different kinds of clouds. And so there might be some of those like thin little hazy clouds in there. Sharpen. And then that just kind of softens up the whole sky. And in my opinion, That makes the picture look more interesting. And then I could go over with white. And then it just kind of blends the colors. It just softens them and makes it look a little nicer. And there we go. Oh, I need to color this right here. So in the story, it's kind of a peach color. So I'm going to color it like this. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of pink to make it soft. I knew I was forgetting something. And then I should have another one. Sand. I think I'll use sand to color the whole thing. So again, not coloring anything, just one color. God loves all the colors since He created them all. So it's really rare that anything that happens in nature is just one shade. There we go. And then what did I name her? I named her Rose. So let me get a marker. I'll write it in red, I guess. Is this red? It's a red shape color. I'm going to write, oh, I don't know that I want to write on my picture. I will. Oh, and then you know what you could always do is you could add your artist mark, all right? And your artist mark should be something simple. It shouldn't be like giant inside your thing. And I just have my little J initial. And then I'm going to put the 21 behind it so that I remember when I made it. And then I'm just going to write, Rose over here. Or I could have called her Rosie. There we go. I didn't do that. I can't add that in there without making a mess. So there's my cow, Rose. Just over 1 hour. Woo, okay, I'm doing good. So I will post here in a couple of hours. I will post what we're doing on Saturday. And if you can join me. But before I do that, I will write down everyone's name. And I will use my little spinner thing. And I'll go live one more time with a spinner. And I'll show you guys what you're going to win. I have some, I always have just a ton of random art supplies that I haven't used. If you're not local, then I'll message you and I'll pop it in the mail here in the next week for you. I don't know how many people who are watching today were local and how many weren't. It'll just be a few things. And then when I hit 150 members, then I will do another one. And we'll just do that until I do that. Now, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Mrs. Purple Makes Art. At least I believe that's what it is. I don't know. And I try to post on there at least twice a week. And that's usually stuff from... it's either some cool earrings. I don't have any cow earrings. I guess I need to find some cow earrings. It's usually just random stuff or pictures of people's art from school, which then also posts, halfway across the country. Is pretty local. I think so. Yeah. And then, Jilly, you're funny. What grade are you in now, Jilly? Are you a 7th, 8th grader? Can't remember what grade you're in. I know you guys are getting so old. It's crazy. When I first started working at school, my first years of para, those kids are now seniors. And it kind of freaks me out. I don't know. 6th grader. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember which class you were in. I was trying to... So the 6th graders... so anyway, you can follow me on Instagram. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, that stuff automatically posts on Facebook as well. I don't usually post that in this group since this is different. Yeah. So that's cool. Anyway, I think that's all. Nate's in 9th grade. Oh my gosh. And Laurel's in 4th grade. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Crazy. Your whole family is Mystic Cornerstone. So it's nice that we can connect this way. Oops, that's loud. So anyway, I'll do that. Give me about 15 minutes or so. to do the randomizer thing and see who wins, and I will do it like live so that whoever, but you don't have to be watching to win. And then I will contact you via Messenger, especially if you're not local or not at Cornerstone. If you're at school, then I'll just bring it to you at school, but otherwise. Oh, and Mrs. Purple on YouTube. I usually post these videos. I upload them to YouTube. I'm about 2 behind, so I need to do that today. I have them on different computers because I've switched out things. So I've got 1 on my laptop. I got 2 on here now. So I'll upload all those today too. So at some point, I'm hoping, I don't know, I worry about privacy issues with YouTube, and that's why I don't just go live on YouTube. Just because we don't need a bunch of random strangers. But you can find me, Mrs. Purple Makes Art on YouTube as well. I might just have to post the link again, just so you know. Okay, I think that's it. Stay tuned for what we're going to do this weekend. And then I'm going to record next. I'll go live Saturday at 2. I'm just going to do 2 p.m. That kind of gives me the morning to get things done and whatever. I'm not a morning person, so some days I think, oh, I should do this at 11, then I have the rest of my day, but I just don't like to get up early if I don't have to. I'm just, pray for me that my headache goes away. I'm having a hard time right now. So anyway, stay tuned for that, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.